Test 1 2, test 1 2. Oh, there we go. All right, so figure out what's going on with the sound settings here.
Harmonic NQ on the 2.
Thank you, Windows, for always jacking up my settings. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me now. Let's do this. All right, don't forget trading is risky and all that business. Let's go. Welcome back. It is Thursday. Thank you, Pablo. So we got about an hour and 15 minutes to the close. End of day session for me. I got a little bit out of it earlier. Got my 750 on the day so far. We talked about that a while back. If you're doing 750 a day, it's about 200K a year. Not bad. What's up, George? Damian Petro, MacGyver, Ninja Scalp. Thanks for saying hello. Let me move my OneNote stuff out of the way here. All right, looking at the MACV. If I've set up the OBS right, I should be able to go up to that. Let's see, that's training 4. There we go. Ignore the top there that says onboarding intro. I think I can take that off for right now. There we go. Okay, so
Harmonic NQ on the 2.
We just got a MACV touch off the bottom and a nice little move up there. Didn't have a signal at the bottom unless I went down to another time frame. Did I get anything on the 2s? Not really. On the 1s, let me check my settings on the crosses on screen 1, because I don't see any white crosses at the moment. I may have changed something and jacked it up. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see them in the list on this chart. I'm not sure when or why I pulled that off. Let me put that back. Really weird. I do not remember moving that, but at some point I must have. Okay, let me check my settings. I do want to draw raise and 5. And I only need maybe 20 crosses back there for performance. On bar close, ECD and thresholds look good. Algo voice is on. Hey, Patrick. There we go. Okay, so we did have, yeah, so there was something down there to have gotten us if we were going to do a reversal. Kind of tough though. You're basically playing against retail. It's the only thing you got there on that. Let's see, legs back, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you do have a four-legged dog trap here. We could take the long side here off of that. Let's count those, make sure my drawing tool is working here. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. Meh, they're diminishing, so that's good. We would need something right here to try to take that. So we'll keep that in mind. Initially though, I'll go ahead and take my first play here off of an Enigma short. We do have a bit of a zone here already from before, and we'll see if that plays down into the middle of the zone and to the bottom. I'll put this in the center of the zone there at the cipher or target 1, and target at the bottom of the range there for trade number 1 here on the ones. Make sure we got audio box turned on there. Yeah, if you guys got social, that'd be great. Hit that share button and just click on Twitter. Boom, done. That would be amazing. Okay, we got a white cross. That turns this into a moonshot here. So I'll add to the position. Starts to work my way. I'll add even more to get to a half position. Moonshots, one of my favorite plays. But aware that this could be a four-legged dog trap here. So we want to keep our targets tight. We are longs favorable technically right now. So keeping the stop in place there. Hey Josh, thanks for that. Hey Tom, afternoon. What's up, Smokescreen? Plutonium, I see you there. What's up, Damien? Damien is a champ. Okay, coming back through to my cross point. There's my half position. Another Enigma, add to position. Target as we push down, there we go. Target's filled in the middle. It's a great spot for me to press my spread button. So I'm going to do each other. Thick near. There we go. Get them all lined up. And let's stack our stops and get them in the right spot there. What's up, CG in the house? The big C
target
G.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 2.
Okay, on the other side, we'll close it up there. And that'll get us to 12:25-ish on the day. Trade number 1, little fun with a little moonshot and double Enigma. 2 targets. Whenever you have a zone nearby, when you're going against favorable direction, what do we want to do? We want to go halfway in the zone, target 2 on the other side of the zone. If you understand everything I just said right there, type a 1. If you don't, type a 2, and I'll try to reinforce it a little bit more. market is a little bit slow right now, so easier to chat about things like that. All right, so we'll check our trade tracker there. So you should be able to see why we were, you know, having a little bit more concern with this. Let's see, can you guys see that? I think you can. Is there an arrow being drawn on? Okay, I'm drawing a smiley face. Can y'all see me drawing the smiley face on the MACV Ultimate or not? I don't know if the drawing tool is working that way or not.
Fib.NQ on the 89.
No smiley. Okay. So I don't know how to draw off on the sides. I'm trying to. Can't see the mouse either. Yeah, I think you can see it moving up and down, but when I draw off on the side screen, I'll have to figure that out. What about if I'm drawing here? No, I don't think y'all can see that either. Okay, so I'm gonna draw a smiley face on the chart. Tell me now, do you see a smiley face on the chart, big green smiley face, or no? Is the drawing tool working here? We've made a bunch of changes around the OBS, and I don't know that it's...
NQ on the 1.
I don't think things are working the same there. Okay, yeah, you can see it moving, but... Oh, but yes, green. Okay, smiley on the chart. Okay, so it works on my main screen. I just have to figure out drawing off on the side screens if I'm going to draw on those. I was trying to make mention, but you should be able to see direction filter on the right there. Reason, again, we don't want to, I'm not going to try to hold something into a runner. Why? Why would I not be holding? Tell me some reasons for from our training why I might not be wanting to, even though it was a great play. We're talking about double Enigma plus a moonshot. But why that would be something that I would be target wanting there. Yes, MACV Ultimate was yellow, and as you scroll up, look, it's been green this whole time, right? If you scroll up this, all you see, and I'd love to be able to draw on this right now, but it doesn't let me draw on the side screen. But as you look up here, look, it's green, 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 green. The last red opportunity that immediately pushed back up was back there at 11:23. It has been up, 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 up. So, you know, all right, yeah. So this is actually, since it's neutral, it's the farthest we've been that entire set of the midday session. So, anyhow, just keeping to our rules. Just, again, we don't have to hit home runs, base hits, doubles, triples. On occasion, you get that home run for the bonus, but if we just trade it well, play well, play the business.
Fib.NQ on the 1.
You said, are we seeing the other screens? So I have, you know, in trying to simplify this for the public, as we had, we've proven, you know, some of the people who come in our comments, you know, not everybody's a brainiac. As we saw yesterday, we have our wonderful trolls that love to come by. And, but again, they're not all trolls, but it can be overwhelming when you see everything at once. So I'm showing you guys kind of like, I try to set up here or a layout where it's one chart at a time. So I can, you know, switch around from single chart here to my top left chart here. So I've got the MACV Ultimate in my view. And as I switch to this, you guys should know, but this is a little bit less overwhelming for the less informed about our system. We'll put it that way.
DCDM.
Yeah, like an introductory layout. Thank you, BBQ. Precisely. Okay, so that looks like a trap and a half. I'm actually going to target the back of the box here on this.
NQ on the 1.
So people are going to be looking for, yep, targets filled. Oh, you guys are on the wrong screen. 1 second. And see, this is the trick for me, is I have to remember what you guys are looking at. So we saw all the retail coming in. We got retail. What do you think they're thinking right here? I did this on one video. I need to do another video around all this. But we see down move, and we know we were looking at a potential four-legged dog trap coming in, right? So everybody's been seeing this down. So when they start firing in, what do we assume they're thinking? Okay, they want to get a continuation. They want to see it down. And so they're loading up. They're like there and there and there. We get a red Enigma in there also being like, yeah, normally this would be okay if this wasn't a four-legged dog trap. And then boom, easy targets back inside the top of that zone. So I took that long right there as I started to see more crosses come in right here and targeted right up into the top there. On the masher, we still had the masher also working with that. Fairly simple to see, right? We're sitting on a masher line. Can everybody see that? Right, we're building a little mountaintop here, and that plateau, if that plateau, when we get the arrow right here, you guys know what arrow I'm talking about, like one of these little tiny arrows. Let's see if this lets me zoom in. Okay, I can't really tell. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna lay my OBS out there. I think you guys can see this, but one of these little arrows here, I'm circling that arrow. Let me know if you guys see me circling the arrow, or if it just looks like a blob, or if it's just frozen. Let me know, but I am trying to, I see it. I'm drawing on it right here now, moving it around. Is that working in the new OBS layout? So we're looking for one of those to come on this plateau right here. We don't have one yet, but when that shows up, that also might be one that I want to take, and I want to look for a bigger play. Okay, speaking of bigger play, I'm going to take this as a moonshot right here. So moonshot on the ones here. Oh,
target filled.
Trying to switch screens to, is it this one? Bottom left. There we go. Okay. I'm going to get used to this, but yes, extreme pressure. Get it? Extreme pressure out here. What's up, Els? Love the new features. We'll have to study a bit again. Yeah, great to see you, my friend. You moved to Italy, right? How's the Italy views these days? I'd love to visit there someday. Go check out all the cool stuff. Awesome. Moving to the home of my roots. Yeah, my grandfather came over to America as an orphan from northern Italy to Ellis Island way back in the day. Okay, so we got that arrow on your MACV masher filter there, the little tiny arrow that we were talking about looking for, it just showed up. So that helped enhance that play. If that had shown up before I entered that play, I would have held that out for a little bit longer, but I was worried we did not see that yet. So, you know, there could have been another hump in that plateau. But that one made that one a little bit easy to take. Was not going to miss out on a moonshot. One of my favorite plays. Just, it's just so, what's the word? Reliable. David Investor said, my grandfather came from Bari, Italy. Oh, nice. Hey, how about that?
Fib.NQ on the 1.
Okay, there is a diamond dot right there. So little nudge down, likely right there. Yep. So easy diamond dot play if you got your finger over the trigger. I did not have my finger over the trigger. I am also needing to track. I'm on trade 3, so you guys know how we track our trades. If you're new with us, maybe you don't know. So I'll take one of my Trump coins off here. We're looking for winner, winner, chicken dinner. I actually got my winner, winner already out of my 5 trades. I've had 3 winners in a row there. So I'm done on the session. How easy was that? How many minutes were we out here? We've been streaming for 21 minutes right now, and so we finished that up a little bit ago. So less than 20 minutes. Putting down another, I was at 750. So put down about $1,100 in 20 minutes. I think that's not too bad.
Fib.NQ on the
Got a 20-minute drive to the Italian border and 2 hours to Venice. Oh, nice, Petro. Man, if you ever get a chance, if you'd like to share some of those pictures with us in our public chat in Discord, I'd love to see some of that. There's only a few places in the world that I really kind of would want to visit. And Italy, Rome, the Vatican, all that stuff on my list. And I've got a short list. I'm not interested in seeing a lot of places, I'll be honest.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
Hour from Milan and 1 hour from St. Mortiz on Lake Como. Ooh, sounds awesome. Okay, pink headshot play there. Dropped it all the way back down into the zone again. I like to draw the zones. Just for me, it just makes things easier to divide up the chart, see things in segments. Sorry, let me move this over. So some people may or may not even know or recognize there is a little arrow button right here. If you want this to get out of your way, if you're not looking for a trade at the time, you can press that little arrow button right there to, let's say, completely disappear this, but minimize it. And you can also move this around by grabbing these little triple dots at the top. So grab the triple dots right there, and then you can drag it where you want. So I could put this in the middle of the chart if I wanted, and then shrink it like that. But we start doing that and then people get confused. So I'm going to put it back where everybody expects it to be. And I'll shrink it up right there. Because what I want to see right now, I'm going to check my volume profile area over here. And I like to call these the caves, as does someone else called them the caves the other day too. Who also called them the caves? I'm scrolling up. Oh, it was Soulman. Soulman called them the caves as well. So
NQ on the 1.
Looking into the caves for returns. So here is the biggest cave that we see right here. So other places might call these inefficiencies. So there's a opportunity where it comes right back in over here on your chart. Oops, I forgot. You guys can't see that if I'm zoomed out. Okay. So inside your cave, look over here for something to show up right here. This is the same place that we had our moonshot that I took long right there. So good play to start with. You had everybody trying to get short right there, catch them off sides, boom, finish them off up top. But if we do return, that would be a place where I might look for another stab at something right there in the cave. So I like to come over here, press F6, and just give myself a line there that I can remember. Like I'm like, oh, and so if I look back and go, oh, what did I have that line there for? It's there because of that kind of thing.
DCDMNQ on the 2.
Also, I just realized I've got a bug. So we need to add this to the bug list. So I drew a horizontal line here, but my horizontal line labeler is not picking it up. I gotta fix that. Let me drop this in my bug list. All right, added that in there. Okay, so Masher is in a spot where really don't want to be looking at too many plays right now. Can everybody see that? Look at your Masher line right now. Can you tell? Look at that. See, I was easily able to avoid that play right there, right here. Because right as that showed up, I just glanced at my Masher. I was like, Dad, this is not a spot I want to play. And look, we get some back and forth right here. So let's see how we could, easily for you, you should also be able to easily filter that using the Masher filter. I always tell people, like, if you're struggling with everything else, if you're struggling with, okay, well, I don't know how to read off the high time frame, or, I don't understand the order of operations to go look at the highest time frame. I'm going to go, okay, so what's on my high time frame? Then go to the next and move down. The final filter, if you're at least going final filter and Mac VU, you can do fine with your trading, in my opinion. So let's go to, and I'm gonna get used to this. I'm gonna hop through these screens. Here we go to 4. Okay, so the Masher point right here, we're in that middle zone of kind of nowhere, middle of nowhere area. And I actually need to check this first line here. The lat one, yeah, no, it made a major turn right there. So we did have a big turn up here. So that's a valid line up above, but we have space to it, right? Maybe I make this a little bit bigger for everybody. But we're not there, right? It's not touching, not at a spot where from a higher time frame, we don't have, additional edge leaning with us. So a little bit of an easier one to have avoided right there. You like the color-coded enigmas? So let's actually talk about that. Missile brought up a good point, and that also...
Fib.NQ.
Let me set this up on... I've needed to set this up on our screen, so give me just a moment. I've been needing to set this on the new OBS. Let's see. I think I have set this up once already, so one moment. Let's see if I can do this without breaking everything. Okay, if I do a pop out for the chat. And we got the sample user area. Okay, maybe I put this in the bottom right. And that lets me squeeze this up a bit. You have yours color coded as well? I'll tell you my mental issue with them is when something is pointing down, I feel like it needs to be red. You know what I mean? If I see a green color, I'm already like my mental training has it's green, I'm up, right? And so it's weird for me when I see a down arrow but then green. It's hard for me to make that switch mentally in my mind. And it tends to confuse me a bit more than it does help me. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And I wanted to bring on, okay, if I add, I feel like I've added this already, so I should be able to, I think it's a browser feature. Let's go add.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
Oh, I think I know where I can look. We can look on one of the original OGs. This one. I think I had it here. So let's look at chat. Super chat capture. Here we go. Okay, it's called super chat capture. Okay, whoa. Ginormous. Okay, so I'm going to try to add that to this OBS layout. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Okay. Aha. We did it.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
Okay, hold on. I've got two of them.
DCDMNQ on the 1.
Got this one, and I got this one. Okay, so I don't need this one anymore. And I just need to move this one in the proper location.
Harmonic NQ on the 1.
George knows what I'm talking about. Can't type the word strong without first typing string. Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, there's things that your body just does reflexively. Yeah. Let's see. Vinny, why is your 89 showing only half of the shark harmonic? Let's go to the 89 chart and see what you're talking about there. You're saying it's only showing half of... half of the shark? I'm not sure I understand. I see the shark there. What do you mean by half? There's the 89 there. Oh, the red one. The red one. Oh, I totally just jacked something up. I just moved something.
Fib.NQ on the 1.
The red one. So is yours completing up here? For me, I probably just need to refresh this chart. Let's see. Yeah, so it was a refresh thing. When I came over to this screen, I hadn't refreshed. You see it now? Yeah, we're in the shark. I see what you're saying. You're right, my friend. Okay, how come the right side of that chart is not on? Oh, I see. My OBS is too large. 1 second. Okay, I'm telling you, I'm going to get this right. I'm going to get this figured out. I need practice on the live stream. Okay, so back to this question of I have mine color coded and they're a good reminder. Yeah, I just have a hard time mentally making that flip. Like if that red enigma right there was green because the MACV was green, it just trips me out. Just to be honest. And I have the, if I can see the MACV ultimate in my brain on the left, that's one of those decisions I have to make. Like I like to make it ahead of time. I don't want to make it in real time, but yes, I did think at one point it would be helpful, and I thought it might be helpful to some people. So if your brain can make that flip, that's awesome, and I'm actually glad we put that feature in there, because I actually thought that's what I wanted. I thought I would want to see the colors myself right there without having to look at the MACVU, and I tried it. I used it for a while, and sometimes it's like sometimes you build the tool first and then you figure out how you want to use it, or sometimes you're like, you know what, it's not for me. But I do think like the idea of it I thought would be helpful to myself, so I would not be surprised if it was helpful to you as well. So I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad that someone is benefiting from it, because I don't. I guess I'll put it that way. Yes, you like it a lot. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Okay, let me see if I missed any other cool questions that came in the chat here. Oh, if I click it twice, it goes away. Oh, is that how that works? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. But I noticed that it won't let me scroll now, though. I can't scroll up the chat. Yeah, I got to figure that out. It puts I have to press escape. Oh, okay. If I press escape, it lets me scroll again. All right, Missile Silo was the first one that said, I'm really liking the color-coded enigmas. Okay, there we go. Hey, I can do this now. Hey, Diego, hello. What's an algo bar? That is a customized bar that It's a visual enhancement for bars. Also takes the time element out so that we can see underlying patterns inside of time frames. I have a video out there called Why Time Charts Are Useless. And it's a little bit of a poking fun of every retail trader uses minute bars, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 4 hour, daily bar scenarios. They have an exact number of bars every day, if you think about that. There's just limitations to that, in my opinion. It's the way we approach things. Again, we approach things differently, and Algo bars allows us to see those more visually. Also, the pivots are exaggerated in a ways that visually, the human mind, we can recognize patterns way before we can memorize or remember text. We can remember faces before we can remember names, etc. So it plays into that. And for coding, it's helpful as well. And we get to see that order flow in minute locations. Okay, so even on the ones right now, we are in dangerous speed mode. Right, I mean, on the ones at 26, okay, the speed is way too slow right now. So chill. Don't look at the chart. My suggestion for people in general is when it's going this slow, like, just don't even look at it. Actually, I need to refresh this chart. Looks like it's lagged. 1 second. Oh, my chart is not caught up. Hold on a second. Uh-oh, this chart is locked up. 1 second. Okay, my twos are good. Looks like my ones.
DCDMNQ on the 1. Harmonic NQ
there we go.
On the 2.
Okay. But they are behind. Hold on a second.
DCDMNQ on the 1. Harmonic NQ on the 1. Harmonic NQ on the 2. On the 1.
So a little trick I found here, if I switch to a different bar and then bring it back, that tends to fix things.
Enigma long on the NQ2. Fib.NQ on the 1.
Thank you, Damien.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
Yeah, go ahead and press that button for that algo. Okay, MACV is still neutral. Most of the day it's been to the long side. Favorable direction is still to the long side. Speed, no bueno right here. Be careful of using apps. So I've mentioned this before, but you're bringing it up here, so let me address this. Yeah, is this gonna work? Can I do that? How about that? Okay. George said, I'm manually resyncing my clock before every session. That's good. If you okay, so that is implying that your PC clock is losing time, which could be your battery internally on your motherboard. I think you got a new PC recently, right, George? Did you get a new machine, or are you still working on getting one? Again, older machines, they, you know, if your machine is off at night or anything like that, the internal battery, something that may need to be replaced on the motherboard if you're losing clock time. In general, Windows already has a time sync service. As long as you have that turned on, it can do that for you. Be careful of putting third-party apps, man. Listen, you want to get a virus, you want to get things tracked on your machine, install some free app. Okay, it's free for a reason. You got to be careful of that. Also, if they are resyncing while you're in the middle of trading, that's actually a bad thing. We've had people do that. Oh, look, I'm doing a good job. I'm resyncing every 5 minutes. What do you think happens? Think about it from a code perspective. What happens if all of a sudden you're drawing things on time and all of a sudden you whip the clock and change? You understand, like, that jacks up all your reporting. Everything has to go back tasked. It's not a good idea, right? It's like people think, hey, this is a good idea. It's not. You have to think 3 more steps ahead and go, what issue am I causing? You are literally causing your own issue by thinking you're solving a problem. And we've had issues with this with people, and we're like, we're trying to solve this problem and we don't know. Oh, I installed this third-party auto syncer that syncs my clock every 30 seconds. So we're sitting there trying to draw bars and do timings and trying to, you know, they're like, I don't know why my crosses aren't drawing like yours, Vinny, either. Well, because you keep changing the damn clock. All right, pardon my French, but sorry. These are things we have to deal with in tech support all the time. So I get tired of doing them. You know, just follow what we tell you to do, please, or check with us first before you do things. A lot of you guys self-sabotage. All right, I'm going to grab a moonshot short right here. Too juicy not to. Again, one of my favorite super reliable plays. There we go. Target 1. It's good for 10 ticks so far. Whether we go all the way inside this zone or not, you know, to be questioned. We'll see. Yikes. 3 wise men. Okay. I've got my finger over the close here. I'm going to close it right there. 3 wise men. Could see a quick reversal here. I got my finger over the buy button for 3 wise man. I'm going to scalp it. Finger over the close. Nope. We broke it. Okay. I tried. I gave it a shot. Moonshot. Too strong. Too strong. Awesome. Okay, little in, little out.
Harmonic NQ on the 6. Harmonic NQ on the
David
9.
said, what if the outside of the Enigma remained red, but the inside displayed as green? Just an idea. Let me think on that. I think that would mess me up too. But I'll think about it. I love ideas. Yes, bring the ideas for sure. Thanks, Jermaine. Appreciate that. Vinny, thank you for all the hard work on the hours and hours of training videos. It's a blessing and a curse. Thanks for... Yeah, no, I totally get it. And I do have even another kind of Christmas gift for you guys that'll come to you. We're delivering it next year, but you know, we've been working on it through the holiday here, and we've got a, what would I call it? I don't like to use the word updated because that implies that the old stuff is out of date. It's not really out of date. It's enhanced, though, from a perspective of hopefully more clear, more concise, and more visually appealing. Training coming. Kind of a rehash of our training. The style that I've done in the past was get on a live stream, come out here, show you guys, talk about it direct. They'll still be there, but the new version will kind of come in a PowerPoint presentation style, more scripted. Yes, refreshed. Thank you, BBQ Sizzle. Refreshed. Great way to say it. So we'll have things that'll come in and be like, all right, hey guys, we're going to talk to you guys about our 3-chart layout. You guys got questions about the order of operations? Okay, cool. So here's our order of operations. Don't forget, we're going through 5 stages. Top left from the tide to the wave, go across the filter in the middle, and all that kind of fun stuff. And then we'll pop into our training sections like this that will have a training title across the top. So onboarding intro, for instance, can pop up there, and then we'll be able to peel that back. But it will be a more streamlined version of what we call our evergreen content for specifically teaching and training, and, you know, kind of a clear border around everything. The Vinny E mentorship, get it? Emini E mentorship. So that'll be, we're gonna have some fun with it. Version 2024. And it's going to be quite an effort. I don't know if I have a screenshot. Do I have one on the syllabus? I probably need to pull up the syllabus. It is something we should have handy on a regular basis. So let me pull that up down here. So getting yourself your own visual of what you need to be studying, the concepts and the things that you should know. This is at a glance, everything you should know right here. That's it, the sum total. So you'll be able to, you know, have this in your own client portal. When you log into the website, you'll have a client portal here with this information, and these will be hyperlinked. Is going to be at least the first version that we're going to have it. So you'll be like, what's in the box? You click it, it'll take you to a page that'll give you more detailed information about it, along with a video. That's the idea there. If you're going through a specific training section, that will have a timed and tracked where you're at in the training program, how much more you have to go, how many more videos you have to go through. And then when you want to come back, if you're like, yeah, you know what, I want to brush up on the psychology, go to the psychology section here. Maybe I want to see some more about the speedometer. You'll be able to just click straight to that, and that'll show you the videos on the speedometer. So we're putting a lot of effort around what's going to be inside the client portal area for you as well into 2024. So yeah, there's a lot of good things coming in 2024. The bad news is, like, we're not doing Enigma in 2024. So if you want to get Enigma, get it in 2023. By the end of the month, on January the 1st, where the Enigma seats are full. Again, I've always said, like, the Enigma is extremely powerful. I can't have too many people pumping in on it. We don't want to diminish our own edge by having too many people entering it at the same locations, especially on the lower time frames on Nasdaq. So if you want Enigma, the seats are open through the end of the year, through January the 1st. And then next year, we won't have that, won't even be available on the website and all that kind of good stuff. So, but again, the other parts of the program are awesome. Like, you don't really need it. You don't have to have Enigma. There are plenty of plays outside of the Enigma. The Enigma, for me, just tends to simplify things. And if you're on a gold plan and you want to add it here through the end of the year, we have the Christmas specials coming. So if you want to do an upgrade to Enigma, if you already have gold and you want to do a special offer on getting Enigma, you know, anybody who wants to get in on Enigmas through the end of the year, we're going to open up seats for that, and then we'll shut them off on January 1st. So plenty of time to kind of get in on that. We'd love to have people are in it. I'm going to be showcasing it next year. I'm going to be doing the small account challenge against Inner Circle Trader and the rest of his turds. We're going to absolutely annihilate them, and we'll be showcasing that and teaching through everything. Enigma will definitely be part of my playbook. Didn't have that back when I traded against Ross Cameron. We destroyed Ross Cameron, was that 2 summers ago? And we did not do one last year. ICT backed out, played like he was going to come, didn't, just toyed around with it. Because again, he knows, he should know, like he's not stupid. He's just a fraud. But he knows if he gets in a trading competition with me, he's toast. It's over for him. And I don't even know. He's probably going to figure out some way to back out of it. What do you guys think? You guys think ICT is going to back out, or you guys think he's going to go this time? He has talked so big this time. I mean, it's a win-win for us to lose for him. I can't see how he gets his way out of it. But at the same time, his members are so dumb that he'll probably still get away with it. Like he has no respect for them. He has no respect for, well, he does. He has respect for himself. He thinks he's God's gift to the world. But yeah, trading competition next year, you guys will be able to see us showcasing all that fun stuff in a small account challenge. I will beat Larry Williams' record, and I'll show you guys why and how that's possible. It's no big feat. Again, he got lucky when he hit 1987 happened, huge volatility comes in. He was off on some hiatus somewhere, and one of his accounts out of 6 accounts that he had going, made a big run in a direction when the market tanked. But according to legal records that we obtained, he lost $6 million that year. So all they talk about though is the one account that made $1 million, and they ignore that $6 million was actually lost. So he was net negative $5 million in 1987. But what is he doing? He's going around, and Larry Williams is just beating his chest around that whole thing. This is ICT's whole plan. It's why he looks up to Larry Williams. It's like Larry Williams is his idol. Well, the irony of him and his whole idea behind running with the Robins is for him to do the same thing. The Robins allows you to run multiple accounts and not tell anyone. It's a hide and cheat contest. Hilarious. Yeah, he does have track records. Yes, as BBQ is pointing out there. Let me pull back over to this screen. I'm going to get used to this at some point. Yeah, the only track record ICT has is a 100% strike rate of backing out of competitions. Yes, and failed track records. It's ridiculous. He can't afford to lose. Well, he's going to though. There's no way he's beating Algobox. Not a chance with that nonsense he pulls, and he'd have to YOLO at multiple directions, and he won't have the leverage either. So yeah. And what's funny, he said that he wouldn't do the Robins unless it was 50K. Well, that was a setup too, because he knows that the Robins is a percentage based thing. Well, when the whole contest is around percentage, then you want to start with the absolute smallest account you can so that you can rack up numbers. Because that's the whole point of the competition. It's not about how much money you make, because if it was, well, then sure, starting with a bigger account would be advantageous. He just did 50K to scare people away. Well, it didn't scare me. I went in 50K and then he backed out, right? And we gave him plenty of time to get in. He just never was going to do it. Never wasn't going to do it. I thought he was. I thought the way he talked before, it's just like he's talking right now. I feel like he's talking the same right now. So, if he backs out, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think anybody would be surprised. But he's talked a big game again. And, regardless of whether he does or he doesn't, whatever, we're going to do it either way. It'll be good education for everyone. And we'll still, talk about the fact that he's backed out and that he absolutely got destroyed. So that'll be fun. And, but yeah, so we went from 50K to, now he's only going to do 10K. Weak sauce. Weak sauce, bro. Weak sauce. Now it's a small account challenge. Okay. And it's who gets the biggest percentage gain. Okay. I'm in, bro. I'm in. You gotta start with a one contract account. Okay. Sure. I'll start with $1,000 then. No problem. You have to start with 10,000, bro. 10,000 and 1,000 to me is the same. I fart both of them. So yeah, it's gonna be great. So percentage win, they're going to play that whoever gets the highest percentage wins. Game on, bro. And yes, I will show that our way is superior. That's the whole point. I'm not trading like that. Everybody's like, oh, Vinny, you have to do this. Vinny, no. Stop talking to me about what I have to do. No. We don't trade like you. That's the point. We trade better. We have a better way to approach the markets where I can just come in here and press buttons anytime. It's amazing. That's the point, is telling everyone that yes, our way is better. I'm not playing your way. We're playing our way. And then we're just going to show that it's better. It's going to be awesome. You have a bingo card of excuses ready? Yes. What's the excuse going to be? What do you guys think he's going to say? Y'all tell me in the chat. What do you think? How is he going to back out? Is he going to back out? Or if he's going to back out, what's the excuse going to be? Or if he's actually going to go into this, how do you think that's going to go for him? He's already started to say that, his whole plan is to go and trade the bonds. Who trades the bonds? And he's never traded the bonds. Have you never seen him? Anybody here who's ever followed ICT, have you ever seen him trade the bonds ever? No. But guess what Larry Williams did back in 1987? Trade the bonds. Why? Because it's the highest value per tick. Like $32.50 a tick, or is it $50 a tick now? I don't even remember. I think it's $32.50. But somebody check me on that. I haven't checked it in forever. Oh, he's gonna claim he got hacked on day one. It's funny. He claimed that his Instagram account got hacked. That's not true. It's that he got caught doing his multiple account thing like he does on Twitter, and you can report someone for that on Instagram. And so we reported him. He claims that he got hacked. No, he didn't. In the same day, all of his fake accounts got taken down. And I'll be showcasing that in one of my videos. He approached me with an account called what was it? Vacations and something. It's like, what is this account? It's really weird. It knew too much. I could tell it was ICT around him. And as soon as he said that he got hacked and he lost his account, guess what? That account got shut down too, because Instagram shut down all of his accounts. That's why he can't do an Instagram account. Yeah, because they actually identify the person and his whole, oh, I got hacked. Who gets hacked and loses their account? Nobody. If you wanted your account back, you would get it back if it was really hacked. And you just report it to Instagram. You'd be like, here's my phone number. They give it back to you. But he can't. You know why? Because he used a bunch of burner phones that him and his wife buy up together. Hilarious. Hilarious. Couldn't report his burner account phone because they'd be like, that's the whole point. We caught you and you're out. You don't get to go over there and do that stuff on Instagram. Now they'll let you do it on Twitter. That's how he grew on Twitter. It was all his little him and his sons and his wife making a bunch of fake accounts to promote him on Twitter. Stock puppeting to the max. That's how he originally grew. And then telling giant fish stories with his fake MetaTrader 4. Crazy. And he thinks he's going to come and beat us with multiple track records and won multiple trading competitions. That's funny. Funny. He's a funny guy. Funny little fraud he is. I like how he always used all these Instagram filters on his face. He always looks different in all his little things because he's like trying to make himself look like he's got a jawline. My private investigator sent me his picture. He's like a little fat short troll. It's hilarious. Yes, thank you, Emmanuel, for reminding us. Lucky 7's coming up. So there's the 350 algo. I mean, it's basically a dead day here at the end of the day. Let's see where we're at in relation to the ropes on the 89s. Sitting up here, multiple bars on the 89. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the 11th bar in a single bar range on the 89. So we may just sit here. Is there a news event? No, tomorrow's Friday. So, if you made me make a guess off of here, off the top, in a red shark, in a red dot, in this up here, it feels like they're trying to get their contracts filled up top. If we're going to drop, it looks like a drop into the golden ropes below, right? So as far as a big time target, if you are going to hold big time target down below, we're end of day, so who knows? But just be careful here. Feels dead. Like there's no speed here. That's why I'm just gabbing on and on. Like even on the ones right now, we're like no speed. Okay. Oh, well, now on the ones it's... Oh, but now it's too high on the ones. All of a sudden we just spiked. 350 algo. Let's see. DCR here. I'm going to DCR this. I'm going to DCR short. Get my finger over the close here. Got to worry about that target up above. Nope. Okay. So this position's off. I want to close inside of that box. Nope. It's going to full stop me. Oh, boo. Went all the way. All the way. What I get. That's what I get. Yeah, that bar's not done. All right, let me put it up above that bar there. Let this bar finish before we enter back on that.
Fib.NQ on the 1.
Target filled. Target filled.
Oh, we're sitting flat on the ropes on that 34 there. Yeah, just flat on it. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. We're just going to stick in here. So kind of a dead end of day there. Yeah, DCDM went straight up, touched target, pulled back in there. I played without a region there. Didn't have a region drawn. Regions here. And did we come back to the cave? Yeah, here's the cave. F6. All right, here's lucky sevens. 353. One, two. All right, so we got two more legs here. I got my finger over the sill. I'm going to arm short. If I get an enigma, I'm going to take the next enigma. All right, there's one cross. I'm going to tag it right there. Headshot. There we go. Headshot. Target's filled. Yikes, got another cross that came in right there. Another headshot. And gonna get a stop out there. Tried to get tricky with it. Okay, market just woke up. 355 here. All right, there's everybody trying to get long possibly. I'm gonna trade against that one. See if I can make up for it.
Target filled.
Yeah. Retail's wrong 80 to 90% of the time. Okay, they're going to come back through it. Okay. The red enigma, yikes. So we just got those two against each other, but the red one fired off because I had it on next. We'll see if that works out or if that gets me stopped out here. And this will probably be the last play of the session here. 356. Let's see. That's going to be a dangerous spot right there. We've got two Enigmas playing against each other, so there's no advantage there. Trying to remember why I armed that to the short side.
Enigma short on the NQ2.
Yeah, that's a dangerous spot there. We'll see. Nah, I'll close it. All right, folks. That was a fun session. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you guys got questions, come hang out in our Discord channel chat. Smash that like button before you head out for me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and Ed E. I'm sending out the Big H Town. See ya.